Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfszeit channel. Today with a very special topic, I mean always special. A very interesting turn in the subscription turned up. Oh man, that was a very bad flat joke. This is like the hat jokes, but we already had that. Okay, back to the actual topic. Because a few people claim that subscription is completely out of trend and that Star Wars should go full free-to-play with microtransactions, skins and stuff like that. Then there's also a group who are just saying we want a subscription and we want microtransactions, like for example skins. Then there's another group who are saying we need microtransactions and not only skins and stuff like that. Then we need daily login rewards and stuff like that. And I highly disagree with every one of them. For my personal opinion, we need Haven free-to-play, and then we don't need microtransactions. Microtransactions is shit, and it's also the death of this game. Because either it's niche game with a subscription, or it's a massive game without a subscription with skins and free-to-play stuff, but then it has no niche factor anymore, not often. Tarkov is an exception from that. But we all know that the Tarkov devs are very incompetent in what they are doing, and now they also want to abandon their project, it seems. Of course, they want to abandon their Tarkov project because it has no subscription. It is a niche game, and without a subscription model you can't pay the bills. But enough of my talk, let's hear Henrik's statement exactly to that, and please don't forget to participate in the voting.
You get more cosmetic items to purchase. So that is that heated debate we had many times, right? And the majority to our type of game agrees on where we're going right now, which one subscription to rule it all. And everything is content-wise, skill-wise, player-controlled. That is the beautiful, best way for the game experience and for us as hardcore players or players. Then there's obviously the other routes that many companies do today. They just half ruin, I think, the game experience and lock content a lot behind money. And obviously many of those are very successful, and we can see that's a successful business model. But being hardcore passionate Sandbox players myself, that's not something I wouldn't prefer as a player. I wouldn't be happy if the company locked all that behind microtransactions and such. But if our audience and entire player group is changing and we have to adapt to that, we may be forced, right? But that's something we wouldn't want to do. And we still have a huge support from Sandbox player lovers that want one sub, all expansion for free. You can get a scar, you can learn to make tattoos and hairstyles and create things, and then you decide to sell them and so on. So there's so much more value for players with not locked content, pay to win or pay to look like a unicorn thing. But like I said, this is also our work, right? Our living. If we are a dying breed and everyone now wants to skip that for locked contents, we have to evaluate that. But so far we have enough support not to go that route, and we're quite happy for that. And it's better for the gamers and the game. The game have higher quality that way. So Dennis, that is a mortal Steam key, yes. If you already have the game, you either have another account or you can give it to a friend. Up to you. Yeah, like I said, Cosmetic, we know that is a very successful business model. I mean, I played Path of Exile over the years, think it's an awesome game, even better than Diablo. And they do really good on Cosmetic, right? Fluff and stuff. And they built their entire game to work very well with that. We haven't really developed our game to support the same thing. We want a really exciting world where you are in control of everything. If you find something rare and you can craft it only you decide who should have that. But if everyone can just go to the shop and have those amazing, crazy looking things and everyone looking like that, it kills off a little bit game experience, right? But again, the consumers, the players, are deciding obviously the future of our game as well. If we don't get support or have support for doing certain things, obviously it's up to us to see, what can we do then? But like I said, we're happy to see a very steady number of subscriptions that doesn't represent the current online player at all, which many people confuse. That helps us to reliably expand and work and plan for the future. So that's something good, right? But like I said, we need to be able to run a company make money and survive to be able to do this, and we want to expand at the same time, right? So we can do even more content for you guys. As long as we have support from you, we get enough subscription, and that's going in the right direction. We're extremely happy to have that support, and we will deliver back to you with that money new expansions and updates to the game to make it better. But you know, we want Cosmetic to be a profession. If you want to be a barber, you know, creating clothing and armors and making them unique, you know, if you learn unique tattoos, hairstyles, you can offer them as a service. All of that goes straight down the bin if everyone can buy it instead, right? So, you know, maybe a good thing, we may making some money over that, but for you, the player, it's a worse experience, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, but you know, some people already say we have a high subscription cost, even though it's under EVE and WoW and all those subscription-based games. If we add on top of that, because we also say that one motivation is that why it's worth the subscription is you get everything including expansion for free. So you know, we hope that people will feel that you're getting a hell of a unique game, you can get everything included for one amount every month, so you know exactly what you're getting, and you're getting expansion for free. I think that is a good deal for me personally when looking at games I've been playing since day one, starting with UO. That's how I would like to do it when I find my game, right? So I think more people will be upset and think now we are just greedy and, you know, removing some of that in-game rewards. So the monthly cost, obviously if you commit to a 6 month, we're down at, what is it guys, help me remember, $14.25 is the default 1 month, and then you can do 3 and 6, which means you're down to $12 US, I think it was, and that goes 100% back to the game development. The majority of the community is really awesome, really nice people, brilliant people, contributing in different ways. Many of them doesn't say a thing, a lot of them give feedback, and there will always be that little handful cheaters, you know, just like in real life. You will find cheaters, that's how it is, right? But I wouldn't say that it's the community. I would say it's those that handful, always the same people. I see them all the time, and they're persistent. Ignore them, and you know, focus on what's important instead, even though it can be difficult sometimes. Apologize for generalizing. No, don't worry, you can find really awesome people in this game.
But if you ask me, it's pretty simple. I like the subscription model because I just like to pay monthly and then getting a service and then knowing that Star Wars is working on improving the game further and further, and this is awesome. This is really awesome. So please participate in the voting. What is your opinion? I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I personally think that the free-to-play system would be a problem for a niche game like that. I mean, if we have a complete free-to-play model with just buying skins like League of Legends or stuff like that, then we really need a very, very, very big audience that this is worth it. I mean, imagine like Rust. First, they just made, okay, just buy the game and you have everything. Then they added skins that you indirectly need to being better in PvP and stuff like that. And it's went downhill a little bit. But I guess the development also ate a lot of money, and that they really needed money, so they invented these skins in their Rust store and stuff like that. So I don't know how this works. I just hope that we will have Mortal Online 2 for a very, very long time down the road, and I really hope that Star Wars is trying to improving the game as good as possible. So yeah, please leave a like and subscribe, would be really awesome by the way, and leave your opinion in the voting at least. So special thanks to all supporters, of course, Carmel, Lucario, Mr. Minerva, Demtire, Dronus, Parthenax, Bulldog, and all the others, of course. And never forget, the game makes you hard, party hard, big party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.